Short cycling on VRF. Why is it a bad thing? Well, units on VRF aren't designed to be turned on and then off and then on and then off and then on and off. Now, someone isn't there pressing the button over and over and over again, turning it on and off. No, instead, the unit is satisfying really quickly. You see, these systems aren't designed to be turned on, right? They satisfy the space temp and then turn off 2 minutes later. Then thermal on for 5 minutes and then off for 3 minutes. Then on for 5 minutes and off for 3 minutes. What does that actually look like in operational data? It looks like this. Right? This is a small snippet of operational data that shows you where the unit is turning on, satisfying, turning off in a very frequent pattern. Something that if you zoom out, it looks like this. And you can clearly see that there is a lot of on-off going on with this particular indoor unit. What would cause something like this now that you know what it looks like? Setting incorrect field settings on the indoor BRC controller or whatever controller your VRF system might have. Remember, there's a thermistor here, there's a thermistor in the return air, and sometimes it can do an average between that one and this one based upon the field settings that you select and how you commission your unit. Something else that can cause short cycling. You've got supply air dumping right back into the return air on a cassette that's been put up against an actual wall. They make block-off plates for those types of units that will reduce the amount of air that's being recirculated back into the return air thermistor. Something like that kind of application would require you to put this controller a decent bit away and also select the field settings to use this controller over the return air thermistor it sees in that unit. That would extend, right, the actual runtime of that system and allow the system to stabilize. Now, what does this actually look like in detailed service checker view, right? It looks like this. Now, a lot of you guys don't use this mode, but I like to use it every now and again because it shows me here also the thermal on and thermal off period in a long span of time. This is an actual 6-hour clip. These are things that we can view, we can watch, we can monitor, we can record from service programs, whether it be Service Checker or whatever brand of VRF equipment that you're currently working on. Either way, short cycling is not a good thing, and if you see it, it's something that should be addressed. You should look at airflow, you should look at field settings to make sure the unit's commissioned correctly. You should make sure that the building management system isn't writing to that point constantly every 3.5 seconds like they like to do. There is a wide number of things that should be investigated, but that is not normal, and this should stand out to you when you're looking at operational data. That's short cycling on VRF units. Hopefully you guys found this tech tip helpful. See you guys on the next one.